Good evening and welcome to Blood Games, Warhammer Wednesday, with our new game, the Ballad of Gurta von Bogenburg. This is episode 3, and we have a full team tonight again. Welcome back, Dan. It's always a pleasure. And we'll go around the players and let them explain a little bit about their characters. And we'll start tonight with our friend from across the ocean, Aaron.
Oh, I'm Aaron, and as you know, I am playing Giacomo Stragone. They call me a scribe. See, I used to be a pirate, but not by choice, of course. But this fiend here, who's petrified eyes, you see, Dag Rogwald, he captured me and made me an apprentice to his sea witch. Well, you know, things did not go well for him, obviously, for I have his eyes now. But things did not go well for me either, and I was stuck there, you know. So I became, some would say, a grave robber. You do a little bit of work here, a little bit of work there. And then I happened to run across my new best friend, the witch hunter here, Erwin. I mean, I call him Erwin, but not to his face. The Lord would not like that. You know, he's as the boss, of course. And he says to me, he says, Giacomo, why don't you travel with us or I burn you at the stake? I say to myself, I say, you know, perhaps I travel with you then. And so Dagger and I, we travel around the Empire now. I show him all the things he would never see since I plucked his petrified eyes out of his dead skull. Oh, and I have a new best friend. He's the one manticle to me, my little halfling pal here, Turkey. Yes, Turkey. He does not like me too much because I fed him, well, with the help of my dear friend, the other brother, the priest, helped feed a knucklebone to him, so I would always know where he was. So together now, Dick Turkey and I, we are like a dynamic duo.
Okay, thank you. We'll move straight across to Dan P. Yep.
Good evening, all. I am Dan, and I am playing. Who am I playing? I'm playing Dietrich von Gessel. It's been a little while. I'm a little bit out of things. I am a warrior priest of Sigma. I do a lot of shouting, some prayers. I like to hit things with a hammer, and that's about it. And I like apparently helping people feed finger bones to unsuspecting halflings.
Tasty.
Okay. We'll move now straight across to Roger.
Hi, I'm Roger, and I'm playing Erwin von Gessel, the human witch hunter who has been traveling the Empire and finding witches and burning them, as you know, as long as we can confirm they are in fact bad and doing things they shouldn't be doing to the Empire.
Excellent. And on to Stewie.
Better unmute myself. Hi, I'm Stu, and I'm playing.
Can I just stop you a minute, Stu?
Yeah.
There's someone behind you, and he's looking quite menacing.
That's Galen.
Ah.
Galen is a wizard, but well, he's a priest of Morai Heg, and of course, elves don't have priests like humans. They don't sort of get the power directly from their gods, so they sort of learn to use the power that the gods have brought to the table, if you like. And Galen is a crone herald, and he can manipulate Shiesh, only just, in fact, manipulate Shiesh. He was voted by his small enclave in Marienburg as the elf with the happiest, sunniest disposition in the universe. We think that it may well have been a sarcastic vote, a bit like Boaty McBoatface kind of a vote. And eventually he found his way to the brothers, with a sort of mutual distrust of all things nasty, and he's joined them to destroy the undead wherever he finds it and to strum up necromancers.
Excellent. And last but not least, Dan.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dan. And apparently I've I think I missed one session, and now people are feeding halfling finger knuckles to people. So I'm not sure what I've missed there. I certainly think that tonight is going to be a bit of a surprise. I am playing Lorenzo von Gessel. He's the second son of the Lorenzo family. Until recently, he had been studying at the very famous fencing school at the Collegio Strosso in Tilia. But he has made his way with much haste, as you know, horse and sail could take him back to the Empire following the death of his father. Upon his return to the estates, he has met again and joined with his family in the Empire.
Excellent. Yes, so we'll have a brief catch up of where we are. So far, the group have been travelling to a wedding of family friends of Gurta von Bogenburg and her husband to be, who is, anybody can remember?
And we all look at Aaron
sorry.
because he keeps notes.
He keeps the best note.
It's at the castle, Sternspire.
Isn't it the Prince or Duke of Altdorf? Like basically, if Karl Franz was to get knocked off, he'd take over.
Yeah, he's a uncle basically.
Yeah,
a favourite uncle, and yeah, she's his favourite niece.
And they're getting married.
Yes.
No, they're not getting married. No.
Okay.
No.
Not getting married to his niece.
I don't know who the husband to be is, but I do know that she still has feelings for our dear noble Lorenzo.
Yeah, well, so something I forgot to mention regarding that. Erwin and Dietrich will both know from your noble backgrounds and growing up in the noble family that, yeah, she might have a bit of a thing for your brother, your oldest brother, but she's got a thing for anybody with legs, basically. Yeah, so, and you're quite surprised that she's getting tied down, really. A husband-to-be is Corvus Heldengout. Okay, it's quite a low-level noble. But yeah, it's you always expected a bit of a more better status of a wedding for her, really. Not through herself, but through her uncle. But rumours are that her uncle does not approve of what is happening here. Yeah, so if I remember correctly, at the end of last episode, you were visited by the butler of the von Bogenburg household, Osgun, I believe, and he told you that someone had been trying to stop the wedding, and there'd been a number of threats. Anybody tell me who the person behind the threats was supposed to be?
Gunter von Gaud, a disgraced former count.
Yes.
Worshipper of corn, possible.
Yeah. He escaped the justice of the witch hunters, but his whole family was investigated, but no one else seemed to have the taint. Just him. And yes, so the butler has come. While the butler is talking to you from downstairs, from up in his room, where he has been quite ill. He had a bit of a bad headache, and he slept soundly. Is your older brother, Vincenzo? Yes, and he's coming down the stairs at the moment. So you come down the stairs, Dan, and you see your brothers, and their anger's on. down, talking to someone who you recognise as the head butler of the von Bogenburg household. And we'll start there.
Greetings, family. Did we have a busy night?
Good morning, Lorenzo.
We did. We burnt a witch.
Indeed, and was that most satisfying for you?
Removing another chaos-tainted scum from this great empire of ours is always satisfying.
Of course, and you're sure it was a witch this time?
He had the mark of chaos on him.
Most definitely now.
Of course, I mean, in all fairness, right? He was originally a priest of.
Yes,
He was tainted.
Calm your words, brother.
He was a priest of Sigmar that turned to chaos.
No,
He was corrupted.
An artifact was used to corrupt his skin and body, but his soul was unmarked. But there was only one course of action to take.
So you burnt the body but released the soul.
And I gave prayer to Sigmar. May he find his way there.
I see, okay. So it does sound like you're a busy night. Did you...
Of course. And I did manage to get 5 of his phones as well.
One of which I believe
You're
is
crazy.
in the halfling.
What?
Oh yes, and this is of course to me here is Dick Thor, halfling. He was unfortunate associate of the half bandit we were attacking, but of course now he is my faithful, like a squire. Me, of course.
A squire.
You've picked up a halfling lackey.
Well,
not particularly want to be lucky, but I have picked him up.
My lord, they fed me bones in my mouth. They made me swallow fingers.
Why
Just
would you
finger
treat
ball,
a citizen of the Empire in such a way?
Because he's a criminal, brother.
So you feed him
See.
knuckle bones?
Oh,
He fingered my mouth.
The bone is...
He fingered your mouth.
Wait, no, it is so.
To track him, I believe.
Yes, so the petrified eyes of Dagger Ogwald always see his location in case he gets lost, and we are able to find him, of course.
Of course.
If he escapes, brother, the seal will be able to find him.
And he is the key to finding the bandit.
And they accuse me of worshiping chaos, but he talks to eyes. And he feeds me bones. But I don't want to cause any trouble. I'm happy to go along with you and help you out and that, yeah.
Shouldn't we... has he done any actual criminal activity?
Oh, indeed.
Yes, he served Amos Gunn, and he's going to identify the bandit and highway robber, whom we believe stole the idol that became cursed and cursed the father.
I see. Okay, and then we will hand him over to the local law enforcement or highway patrol. Yes.
Once we've found Amos, yes.
Of course, my lord. Of course.
Palisade.
Oh, and also Lorenzo, of course. The elf, the high elf that was sitting over there, perhaps may have upset him a little bit in his retinue, but we have found out that he is not a bandit. He is in fact just crazy. He has the phantom mind. But don't tell them very loudly, because elves, they're so prickly. No offense.
All I did was get an early night.
That'll be the last early night you take, brother.
I'm as prickly as they
my
come.
lord. My Lord Herman has sent me to gather you together to get you as quick as we can to Castle Sternspire.
Why?
We could do with the guidance of Erwin. We have had a number of threats to basically disrupt the wedding from Gunter van Goud. You recognise the name, Dan, as a disgraced noble, a dabbler in the arts of chaos.
Wow. Well, I think this would be something suitable for my...
Yeah, I mean, we just want, we've got...
He is a known
we've hired
associate of chaos.
Guards, yes, but we could do with someone who may be able to smell the taint of chaos.
Well, smell it they can.
Then you need a witch sniffer.
Oh, I had the eyes.
I would prefer that they took a bath, but
You were boss, brother.
you can't fault my eccentric family.
I once fought 7 days on a battlefield without having a bath.
Okay.
That was a conversation stopper, wasn't it?
Were you playing with yourself again?
No, I was serving the Empire.
Of course.
Not all of us get to dote and flip around to fencing places and whatnot, brother. Some of us do real work.
Finger in people's mouths. Says
For me myself, I would like to just flit around the fencing places too. So if you'd like, perhaps my great lord Witchfinder and father, perhaps your brother and I, we go back to Tilia and you deal with the corn people.
And at that, Dietrich puts a very large hand on Giacomo's shoulder. You're staying with us, Seer.
But of course it was simply an offer.
Don't think I will be returning to Tilia anytime soon. The Empire needs us.
Well, of course.
Indeed it does.
And I am of noble born and second son, and chosen by Sigmar by bloodline
You are
to serve the
definitely
Empire and the family.
You are definitely the wisest of the brothers.
Dietrich's eyebrow raises at that. This
So does
massive
Owen's.
bald head. Just like,
You clearly haven't seen him at a party.
You could be right.
I like to think I've mellowed with age. I will not.
Certainly.
So would I, but I
that
don't
young
hold
lady
my
who approached
breath.
you yesterday, once upon a time. But you have
Right.
become a gentleman.
I am no
Oh,
gentleman.
And also, my lord, the Ballard did tell us that he brought us horses so we could quickly travel.
There is
Yes.
a small retinue outside as well.
I
We have
will.
a carriage, don't we?
Yes, but that won't travel
Indeed.
quickly.
Yes. So yeah,
I'll tell you what. We will travel by horse, and I will have the servants follow behind in the carriage, so they can.
That would be fantastic, my lord.
Excellent. All right. My manservant, who is always nearby and hasn't been given a name yet. You really should give him a name.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do there. Right over to our friend. Have we got any viewers watching at the moment?
Don't think we have.
Oh,
No.
no. Okay. So we won't do that. Someone could have named them, but no.
What about Blackadder or Baldrick?
Blackadder. Yeah, we'll think about it.
How about Darling?
Yeah,
Darling.
Darling. Yes.
Oh, do
Darling.
bring the bags round, Darling.
Nah.
Gunter von Sweetheart.
Liebchen, I think, is about as close as you'd get in German.
Yes. So you
Let's put it in
gather
the
your
Discord.
things together. You load them into your carriage, and are you all able to ride horses?
That is
Yes.
a very good question.
Giacomo, are you a horse rider?
I mean,
I
I
was
had
riding-
the talent right.
I'm quite agile, as you might suspect, but when it comes to actually horse riding, I have never been this close to one. But I am sure with Dick Turkey sitting in front of me, getting the horse, we'll be just fine. Just fine.
Okay. So you mount your horses, and you notice there's roughly about 10 of the household guard of the von Bogenburg Sturmspire castle there, and you move away quite quickly. Can you all make me a riding roll, please?
Oh my God. Watch us all get dismounted.
That's a skill, isn't it?
It is.
Is it a standard
it?
difficulty or is it easy? Are we galloping a trot?
It'll be easy to start with.
God.
And if you don't have the skill, Jim,
You can't ride a horse.
Oh, I did good. I got an astounding success. 16.
Oh wow, look at that.
So it is. Well, let's have a quick look.
I'm in
I
the
don't know
wagon.
why I'm looking at that creature.
I just want to say that I too have got an astounding success and ride perfectly. Not to be outdone by some foreigner.
I apologise. Where are? Need somebody. There we go. Surely.
Take it everyone else has got ride then, apart from me.
Make an agility roll, please, Stu.
Yeah.
Excellent. It's the comedy elf time.
It's an easy test at the moment, so it's not so
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, and when I'm doing I click on that, I think, don't I?
Yeah, where it says challenging 0.
Oh, it's okay. I forgot to make it easy, but I made it.
I forgot to make it easy, but it's fine. I'm an elf.
You're an elf.
So you're travelling, and you reckon at this speed you'll be there in a couple of hours, and you're going past lots of people. The amount of people heading to this wedding that are still heading there as well is quite amazing. But you notice that there's merchants and there's local noble families. There's local food vendors, almost. The looks, and as you get close to the castle, that is up quite. It's in sort of a small forest that you ride through, and then there's a small hillock in the middle of this forest, and this quite big castle, rather gothic. You'd normally expect to find something like this maybe in Sylvania, but yeah, a really old, sort of old-fashioned castle that you've all been to before. Sort of rises up, but on the grounds of the hillock and through the gates, you notice that there's it's almost like a festival. There's all sorts of people there. There's like a local. It looks like what could be a circus there with animals and all sorts of rare and odd things. You notice there's signs for bearded ladies and lizard men and all sorts of things. And there's entertainers there who are practicing juggling. There's jesters, all sorts. The smells of all kinds of food there, and it isn't bad neither. It smells really good, and there just seems to be a lot of people here. But it seems to be a real festival atmosphere. And you ride up the path, and you are greeted at the front by a lesser butler to Osgood, but my lords, and he bows. The guards dismount, and they one each comes over to your horses and offers a hand to help you down.
I'll accept it graciously. Always happy to help. Always happy to accept the hand of an imperial citizen, an empire citizen.
You see Giacomo toss the body of Dick Turkey into the arms of the guy helping off the horse. And because he's shackled to him still, then himself gets pulled off of the horse.
Yeah. Giacomo, there's been some strange smell on the way here, and you couldn't put your finger on it. Maybe you thought that it was some kind of foreign sort of delicacy or something or whatever. But as you sort of toss him down, you realise that the halfling has soiled himself, and he was whimpering for most of the time there.
Oh, Mr. Turkey, you smell very bad. I think perhaps you have crapped your pants.
It's horses. They're just not right. Yeah.
Well, they're very tall. This is true.
I'm just a low-level merchant who dabbled in the odd thing I shouldn't have done. That wasn't anything to do with powers that are dark. Yeah, all I did was offer to. Yeah, and I'm being tortured every day.
No. This is your redemption arc, my little friend. You see, now you have an opportunity to serve the Von Kessels like I do and become a, what you call it, my Lord Lorenzo, you call it a proper citizen of the Empire.
I don't want to swallow any more fingers.
No, don't worry. You know, the one finger bone is all you need, my little friend. I tell you this. Here's my promise to you. Should you die in the endeavor here to help, I will trap your soul in your eyeballs, petrify them, and take them with me everywhere so you can see the world.
And he just looks over your shoulder with a terrifying look on his face, over towards Vincenzo and Erwin. This ain't right.
He means it in a metaphorical sense, of course.
Of course.
What does that mean?
It means he's not really going to trap your soul. Otherwise, that would mean he was a necromancer. And
yeah, but he's got a pair of eyes there of someone who upsets him.
Oh, maybe he is a necromancer then.
Oh, no. I would never do such thing. I mean, I did train with the sea witch, but she did not get very far in my education. So you're fine. As far as everyone here knows, I do not even dabble in the magics.
My lords, Lord Herman, he is waiting to see you in his sitting room. If you could follow me.
Lead on.
I mean, my Lord Lorenzo, should we accompany you, or do you wish us to go elsewhere?
You can all come. He just told me to bring your party through. If you would follow me. And he leads you into the house with a great hallway with the staircase going up either side. And there's banners everywhere, like lots of colour. And yeah, it's been almost over the top. This is something that even if you like a good wedding and you want to make a big fuss, they've gone even further. They've jumped over the edge. And yeah, literally, the servants and footmen and things are all dressed in really bright and gaudy colours, yellows and pinks and purples, and everything is just bright and colourful.
Security would be almost impossible at an event like this.
He leads you over to a door to the side of the hallway, just in front of one of the staircases, and he opens it, walks through. My lord, I forgot your second name now. The Von Gessels are here, sir. Bring them in. Vincenzo. Yes, I am glad you're here, and your brothers as well. There is black news, and I am indeed worried about what will happen. Please sit down.
Thank you, my lord. I will give a polite bow and sit.
Tell me, if I could, Erwin, have you had any dealings with Von Gaud?
I have not until now, but I know who he is.
Apparently, he wishes my daughter's hand in marriage. It's one of the reasons why I've brought this wedding forward. A wedding to Corvus is not rushed, but it is important that we get it done. And we deal with this Von Gaud character. I have extra guards everywhere, but I know there are powers beyond our understanding that work through the sewers and through the winds of night and come through the open windows and leak into our lives and destroy certain people. And obviously you are indeed a smeller of such prophecies and ne'er-do-wells and dark deeds.
Well, I travel with a team of individuals whose skills come in particularly useful for such matters.
Well, as you know, the wedding is tomorrow. There is to be a party tonight, and then the wedding is to take place at noon tomorrow.
Have you considered sponsoring the sewer jacks to perform additional patrols underneath your estate?
The sewer jacks?
Indeed, to watch the sewers.
Well, no, I haven't, to be honest. But like I say, I've employed extra guards, and yes, I've employed a couple of good men as well, and some mercenaries as well. We're overloaded with fighting men and good men as well.
I'm going to open myself to the winds of magic to see if I can see if there's anything nasty and dark floating around the castle, Jim.
Okay. And how are you going to do that, Stu? What is Galen going to be doing to do this? Is there anything in particular?
Yeah, I'll be looking. I'll be looking under the tables and under the covers and around under blankets if there are any there, or pillows. Just generally shifting about stuff and looking in things and around stuff. So it'll look like I'm just inspecting his house for a robbery, basically.
There is definitely something not right. There's definitely something ill on the winds, but it feels the same as it did last night. And to be fair, last night's encounter was a pretty grim one, and it could still be the lingering effects of what happened in the inn. But you do feel ill at ease.
Right. Okay.
As do you, Erwin. There's something that just isn't right here.
Giacomo focuses his second sight to see if he actually sees the winds of magic flowing in and around the castle. Perception. Nope. 59 over 45.
Again, you can feel things, but you're not convinced it's any of the darker winds. There's lots of, when you're passing through the field and before the castle, there was magicians out there and petty. I'm sure they're all licensed, but there was makers of magic and all things out there. Perhaps it's something to do with them.
See, my Lord Witchfinder, there is so much magic, so many winds are being pulled at by all of the different guests and the entertainers around here that it is fuddling my sight a bit. Perhaps we will need a more clear space to examine the ether about us.
I'm assuming, my lord, we have free rein to roam around your estate in order to investigate.
Absolutely. Whatever you need. Vincenzo, you are always welcome here, and it is an honor to receive you as the head of your family. Indeed, I have much wine and much ale, and it is after all days of celebration. We celebrate tonight, we celebrate tomorrow, and I intend the celebration to go on for at least a week or so afterwards.
Indeed, my lord, and I'm sure we will regale ourselves of your hospitality and alcohol at the appropriate time. But
Indeed.
I believe myself and my kin have a ne'er-do-well to find, and I'm sure they will be using the epitome of their skills to do so, and do not wish to dull their senses with alcohol at this time.
If I could have a quiet word with just yourself, Vincenzo, and he stands up and offers his arm out to one side of the room.
I'm Lorenzo.
Yeah, sorry. Is it Lorenzo or Vincenzo?
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo. Why have I wrote down Vincenzo? I do apologise.
I've been
His alter
laughing for about
ego.
half an hour.
Maybe Vincenzo's the first son.
Yeah, Vincenzo will be the first son. Let's say that's that.
Who did I give him that? I can't remember.
So yeah, there's one for all you new game masters who are looking to learn something. Yeah. Make sure that you get the names right. I actually work with a young lady who is a security guard, and every day she greets me, and she's always happy to see me, and she calls me Mark. And I just haven't got the good grace to tell her, no, actually, it's Jim. Yeah,
And it's probably been going on for too long now, right?
He's called me Mark for nearly 8 years, but yes, I mean, anyway, Lorenzo.
Yes, my lord.
If you would, sorry. Yes, so I'm sure you're wondering, but my brother Adelbert, he disapproves of this wedding. He's very fond of Gurta, very close to her. In fact, I would say sometimes a little too close. But he definitely disapproves of the wedding, and he's disowned me almost over it. He's offered Gurta a place to stay if this goes wrong, but he says that he intends to have nothing more to do with myself. He's always been, I know the power he holds in Outdoor, but he's always been a strange one.
What can we do to help?
Well, find out whether this is just some sick joke or prank, or whether there is some sort of credible threat to my beautiful daughter. And as he says that, you sort of think back to your meetings with Gurta, and you wouldn't say the word beautiful.
Yeah, I recall.
Yeah, rang true with that. But like I say, I intend to just get myself slowly drunk here. I've a couple of old friends coming over as well from our local club, and yes, we're gonna drink some spirits and ale and wine, and hopefully tonight the celebrations begin of what will be a marvelous time at Castle Sturmspire.
Indeed, my lord, and do not trouble yourself. My siblings are professionals and can execute themselves well. And if I may say, sir, may I count this as a favour to yourself? If any future support is needed for the Von Gessels?
Absolutely, whatever you need. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You've always been a favourite of mine, Lorenzo.
Thank you, my lord. Always appreciated.
Indeed.
Right.
I think the von Bogenbergs, or this line of the von Bogenbergs, and the von Gessels, we have a future of strong friendship and alliance, definitely. And you know, like I said, my men are yours to deal with as you wish.
Thank you, my lord. Please pass it on that I may need to call upon their service.
Okay, so yeah, indeed.
Thank you. I mean, right, okay. I'll go see what the professionals actually want to do, because I just want to use this for my political means. So, gentlemen.
Brother?
See me, lord.
Was it anything pertinent to the investigation?
No.
Very well.
More sort of
I
family
think we should
machinations.
investigate the area. We should look around, look for any signs of taint.
Indeed, and we have the service of the guard if needed as well.
My lords, where do you think this Von Gao would? How would he get entrance into the castle? Is there sewer systems or undercity access?
The sewers
Do you think he simply walk through the door?
The sewers normally go throughout the city. I would assume somewhere such as this would have direct sewer access. That is a good place to start our investigation.
It is a literal circus outside. He could walk through the door and nobody would notice. Security here is lax at best.
There is no harm in having a look around.
Says someone who hasn't been down the sewers recently.
I can't say it's a place I frequent, but I have had to go down there in order to find someone before.
It's not the humans you have to worry about.
It wasn't human.
You do know, Erwin, that there is a large dungeon complex underneath Castle Sturmspire. It's not used now, but back in the annals of history, people were kept down there for long periods of time, serfs and things who broke the Lord's law.
Okay.
But yeah, there's roughly about 20 cells down there in a large area where rumours is that it was like a torture rack and a room that they used to get the right answers out of people down there.
Perhaps we should begin our search of the abandoned dungeons.
I think a bottom-up approach rather than a top-down approach.
Indeed. Wherever my hammer is needed.
I don't know. I find that both have, their own successes.
As
Top
you know,
down
I
or
say,
bottom up.
I always say, split the party, of course.
We do not know which of our talents would be needed at either end. I think it would be worth us sticking together.
Oscar Lanzo.
Dan's gone.
What's that? What did I miss?
It was because of the bottom-up approach, and then it went on to Erwin stating he doesn't know.
It was the
which
follow-up
end
from Rog. That was bloody amazing.
talents are going to be.
It just broke me.
We're not sure what talents we'll need at either end.
Okay. So Osgood hands over Sebastian and he says, this man knows his way around the castle, and he's yours to do with as you will. Just no funny business, of course.
So then we are going down to the dungeons, is this it?
Yes. Maybe we could leave the halfling in there.
No. He's like I say, he's an apprentice to me. He learns the ways.
So
is that right, Turkey?
You're led through the kitchen and into a room beyond the kitchen, where some stairs go downwards, and then at the next level there's a small corridor, and it leads to a spiral staircase that goes down into the depths of the castle. And a cold wind blows up from down there. And slowly you're led down the stairs into, again, a long corridor in front of you, and it splits two ways, left and right. Sebastian walks in front. He has a lantern. There is no light down here at the moment. So he walks in front with his lantern, and that's all the light that you have down here. And off he trots. Keep up, sirs. I would hate for you to fall over in the dark. And he walks in front. He turns right at the T-junction and leads you down another corridor, and then to a large wooden and metal door. He pulls a key out from his coat, and he puts it into the lock, turns it, and the door opens, and you're led into what is quite a large room. You would guess it was for, if you walk, well, it's about 100 feet by 100 feet. It's a big square room, and off all the way around it are small cells. That he walks around the edge, and you can see some of this. But then he walks into the middle of the room, and he stood there with the lantern over his head.
We need more light.
I can see.
I light a brazier.
Actually, sorry, I do apologise. And he goes to the wall and with the lantern, and you can see there's sort of a brazier coming out the side, and he lights that, and he goes around lighting each one, and the room finally glows.
Mm.
Those of you who have dealings with the wind, and I don't mean trapped wind, yes, this place is really bad down here. It's just, you just feel ill at ease. There's almost an itch that you can't touch, but it almost makes you feel a little bit sick.
This place is full of the dark winds of magic.
Do they appear to be coming from anywhere in particular?
I'll do my best to see if I can find a source, but it seems to be the room in general. It's a bit gloomy.
Giacomo or Galen could make me a roll.
Certainly can.
Sight beyond sight.
I know. 96 over 45. I am rolling crap tonight.
Haha. Well,
so Giacomo points over to a cell door over in the left-hand far corner, and the eyes are staring over there, Giacomo. That's where this taint or whatever it is.
Are you sure? Are you sure, Ogwald, that the taint comes from there? My lords, that's still there. It is from there. Dagger. Ogwald sees it. He feels the winds.
And
Galen, you're quite sure that something isn't right in the cell to your right-hand side, about 4 up. It's roughly in the middle of the room. But there is something
middle of the wall.
There's something not right over there, and you can't put your finger on what there's something not right, but you can't focus down on what it is.
I'm going to take a closer look.
Okay.
Do any of us notice Galen moving?
Yeah. So, Giacomo, what are you saying about the room again?
So Giacomo points with Dagger Ogwald's eyes over to the cell that he thinks the winds are coming from. He's like, "It is there, my lords, it is there." And then he grabs Dirk Turkey under his arm and he goes trotting over to the cell that he's pointing out. "I am sure it's right over here. Come, we will find something very interesting."
We will investigate both rooms.
You take the eye man, and I'll go with the elf.
And I'll follow Giacomo.
Lorenzo, make sure the door doesn't close. It feels like a trap.
Oh, it most certainly is. Good luck.
Okay. Who is going with Giacomo?
I am.
Excellent. Okay, you go over to Jacomo. It's just a very dark cell. You have a look in, but there's nothing that appears there at all. Who is with Galen?
That would be me.
Okay, you move over to this cell, and you notice that it's quite a large cell. And as you get close, you can see that there is blood on the walls, dried blood, and maybe writing.
So the hammer goes up in the air, so Galen kind of stops behind him.
I need to get a closer look at that writing.
As you get close, you notice a number of marks on the wall. On one side of the room are marks with a circular base and an arm with a moon that comes back on the circle and a moon that moves away from the circle as well.
Mm-hmm.
Father Priest, you would recognize it as a mark of Slanesh. On the opposite wall is a triangular base with a line through the middle, and then it sort of almost sticks out and moves across like a pair of horns. And you also recognize that, both you and Galen, as the sign of corn. And you see on the floor a circle, and Galen, your guess is, with the marks that are on the floor as well, that this circle was used to summon something.
It was a ritual circle.
Yes.
This looks awfully like a ritual circle. I need to get a closer look at it. Can we go in the cell?
Absolutely.
Excellent. I'll open the door.
Galen,
in fact, just before we do that, I shall turn to everyone else and say, we found something here.
Hold yourself, Galen. Have you never wandered upon chaos symbols before? Just go wandering into them.
Right. I'll stop looking around the cell with Giacomo and go back towards the others after they've called. They found something.
Oh, make me a perception roll, please.
So good at this.
No, I still cannot.
4 success levels.
A witch hunter's onto something.
You're moving across to the room, and movement almost catches your eye. But as you look over, the shadows cast from the torches around the room and the lantern in the middle of the room, you can't see anything, but you can swear that something moved over there, and it was swift as well.
I'm going to basically start, looking around, waving the torch, obviously in the directions I'm looking in, trying to use it to guide, because I can't see in the dark.
Galen got success as well, and he can see in the dark.
Yeah, I shall peer through the gloom.
There is something, or there are some things that are lurking in a cell over the far side that walk on 2 legs, but they don't look human.
There are some strange creatures
and
there.
move with almost grace.
I pull the sword as soon as he says it's strange creatures.
They're in the cells. To the left and to the right. Is that right, Jim? As in,
yes, yeah.
Sort of
over the far side, near if you the room that the others went to.
Yeah.
If you follow that across, to the right. About halfway across that back wall is where you've noticed them.
Right. Okay. I will relay that by pointing.
With
My dear friend,
me,
Dick Turkey.
Sons of Sigma! Raises his hammer above his head.
Oh, let's go, Dick Turkey. We shall be having great fun with our friend. Picks him up under his arm and starts trotting in the direction that that Dietrich is headed.
Okay. Is anybody staying at this room or having a look in the room?
I'm going to carry on with my investigation.
Okay. Father Priest, are you investigating the cell or are you investigating the movement?
I'm investigating the movement.
Okay.
Right,
So the only person. How about you, Giacomo?
Oh, indeed, I am following the Father Dietrich to investigate with my halfling companion under my arm.
Okay. Lorenzo?
I will shout. Do you still want me to stay by the door?
It is most definitely a trap. Hold the door.
I will hold the door.
I would pull your sword, brother.
Had it called other things, but sure.
From out of the darkness, a flame appears, 2 flames, and it looks like 2 flaming swords that have just caught light. And it shows a silhouette of who's on it, a creature with an elongated head and almost horns, as the legs of a beast. And there's 2 of them. Could you make me some sort of lore roll, please? Anything?
Sorry, just before that, I'm going to pray to Sigmar for his protection. I'll use a fortune point to give myself a level of success so it actually goes off. So I have...
You can decide that after you roll.
I've already rolled it.
Oh, sorry.
Theology, undead, magic.
So I don't have the blessing of protection on me, which makes it harder for them to hit me. And then I will do theology.
Eldry.
Excellent.
I've got witches.
Okay.
So
Yes, make me a roll on those.
Oh, apparently I have read a book on it.
Nice.
3 success levels.
No.
Excellent. So, who has succeeded?
I did.
Roger, excellent.
And
Dietrich, no. Galen is over there, but you can see over. Okay. Anybody who was successful, could you please make me a fear roll, please?
Oh, dear.
Sorry, who was successful or unsuccessful?
Yeah.
Successful.
Oh, dear.
People
Ignorance
actually
is
knows what it
bliss.
is. Yeah.
Cool roll, isn't it?
Yes.
Come
Oh,
on.
no.
I've sold myself.
Flee! Flee for your lives!
I'm going to use a fortune to re-roll.
Oh, he's got it worse!
Head for the bridge of Kazato.
Right.
So, beyond your control.
Those who are successful, you recognize these from books and tales. You've never actually seen them before, but you recognize what you think are demons of corn. Bloodletters.
Nice.
Those of you that have failed the fear rating,
Which is both of them.
yes, you are fearful. You fear the beasts.
Yeah, we
Makes
basically
sense.
won't move towards them.
I fear the beast, my lord.
Demon!
So you may not move closer or whatever is causing you fear without passing a challenging cool test. They aren't moving. They're sort of readying themselves, almost.
Should we be rolling initiative?
And the flame dies down, and there's just a glowing from their blade. Yes, let's roll. Well, we don't roll initiative. Let's get initiative.
Oh yeah, that's it. I remember.
And I've not done this really yet because we've not had no proper combat. So I shall make myself a list.
Is it just the initiative level?
Your name is
just
going
your
on the
initiative.
list.
Oh god.
Yes. So
Fast party, I don't believe.
I mean, let's just start with the elf because we know he's going to be going first.
Not
of us.
necessarily.
Yeah, no,
actually.
didn't Dan have a really high initiative?
Yeah, my initiative isn't
Nope.
that brilliant for an elf.
36 is my initiative.
Yeah, not that great for an elf.
So Galen, what is your initiative?
47.
47.
Not that great for an elf.
It's not that great at all.
But it's still
bastard.
better than a max human.
Yes. Roger.
Mine is 36.
Lovely.
Gonna be the lowest in the party again, aren't I?
What the actual chuffy part?
Bloody. First it was a dwarf.
Oh, hold on a second. I've lost. Oh, there you go. I don't know what happened there. Sorry. Dietrich.
36.
36. Me and
But
my
I go-
brother,
But I
we
go
look
last.
the same and we move
No.
the same. Giacomo.
39.
And last but not least, Lorenzo.
35.
35. Okay.
Oh, you're clearly slacking with your 35 compared to our mighty 36.
Right.
I mean,
so
I mean,
we need to-
it's not dwarf bad, but
That's
It-
actually quite
it,
good.
It
It's
matters
not-
not, for I'm wielding a great weapon, so I always strike last. So it doesn't matter.
Who's
Oh,
got
yeah.
the
I think
highest
that's quite how it
agility out
works.
of
Isn't it?
It
the
is
Von
slow.
the Von Gessel brothers? Who has
I
the,
think that
the
just
highest
means it's
agility?
easier to dodge.
No. Characters using slow weapons always strike last in a round, regardless
wow.
of initiative.
Damn.
So
okay.
that's you with your hammer, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. So you'll be. I take it you're never going to use anything but that hammer.
Absolutely not, unless I get some sort of magical dual hammers.
Okay.
No.
So yeah.
So he's always last unless someone else is using a slow weapon with a lower initiative.
I've heard that Hammerzite is somewhere out there in the world, and it is not slow because of its magical characteristics.
Okay. These creatures aren't moving at the moment, and you move first, Stu. But you almost get the feeling that they're holding back.
send the halfling into him.
Yeah, in that case, and seeing as I'm a little bit frightened of them, I think what I'm just wondering whether I hold off or maybe gather a bit of wind.
Maybe trap it.
Yeah, I think
Do
I
some
might
channeling,
gather a bit
yeah.
of wind of magic.
So you're going to start channeling.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do.
Excellent.
Not
You
that
can
I've got
also do
anything. In fact, that's a good point. I've not got anything that really requires it because
Yeah, you just got petty magic right now.
I've only got petty magic spells, so it doesn't really matter actually on that. So I think what I'm going to do, Jim, is I'm going to hold off and scooch down at the back somewhere, waiting till they do something.
You can still do a cool test to see if you get over being
Oh,
frightened.
yeah, that's a good idea. See if I can rally myself, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. So I shall do that. No, I've just wet my pants and ran out the room.
Yeah, that's 100. You
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's cowering somewhere
Probably in the corner of the cell.
with all the chaos stuff.
Yeah. Gibbering. And crying into my
Okay.
sleeve.
We move on to Giacomo.
Oh, man.
And again, looking over at these creatures, you get the feeling that they're holding back. They surely should have moved, but they look swift in their movements. But They seem to be readying themselves.
But Giacomo did not recognize what these things are, right?
Yeah.
So
Erwin did blurt out demon.
Oh,
So
I guess I probably need to make a cool test against fear as well before I do anything else, right?
Can I be a bit of a pain? And because I was just checking what a foil does, and apparently I've got fast.
Okay.
Well, you go
Means I
anytime you want.
attack. I can go anytime I want. I'm not going to do it this round.
Yep.
But I'll just bring it to your attention.
That's fine. It wouldn't basically come into effect yet anyway, because obviously you're a little bit away. So we need to move you over there.
Nope. I also got a 100 on my cool test. I don't know. I can't roll under a 90 tonight. So Giacomo sees them. Here's did he my dear friend Dick Turkey, did he say a demon? He said demon, yes? Oh, is that you? Did you wet my pants? No, I wet my own pants. Oh my God. And he runs back, manages to slide himself and the halfling behind Lorenzo's body. So he's pressed up against the door. He's panting and gibbering like a maniac and crying as he slowly pounds his forehead into the back of Lorenzo's back.
Okay. Erwin.
Right, first things first, I'll see if I can stop being afraid, but given how it's going for everyone else, not holding my breath.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You did fine.
I do, yeah. I am going to pull my crossbow pistol and shoot at one.
You're going to pull your crossbow pistol and shoot at one. Excellent. What did you roll, Rog?
I got a 16 on my cool test.
Hold on a second. Let me just
Which is
try and
3
reload
success
this, because
levels.
I think I am missing a load of gear on here. What's going on here? Go and log in.
If they've got a fear rating, you need to get a number of success levels equal to their fear rating.
Yeah. It's all right. It's just signed me out of
Boundary.
Yeah, it did that to me a little while ago as well.
There you go. Crikey. How bizarre. I'm coming back slowly but surely.
My friend Ogwald, have you ever seen a demon? I cannot believe it. No. We must not go any closer. No, yes. If one of the great and powerful Von Gessels manages to kill one, we can take part of its bones, perhaps. Maybe an eyeball. Maybe we give one to the halfling. Maybe. No, of course not. No, I see Dietrich in the corner as I speak, shaking his head. No, perhaps that's not a good idea. No, yes. No. I'm sure the halfling is going to be staying with us forever, Dogwood. Yes.
The horns apparently do make a very good cup for holding your beer.
I think
they disappear after you kill them anyway.
Ogwald, no, I never know if the Galen is joking or not, but I have a feeling he is perhaps trying to lead us all to corruption.
To be honest, Galen's probably not saying anything other than the noise coming out the other end of his body.
To be fair. Dribbling into.
We are slowly trying to.
That's why he wears the brown pantaloons.
The bottom of the Foundry screen. Am I still signed in?
Yes, you are.
Because I'm trying to come back in and it won't let me. And the game master said, so could we all, sorry about this, could we all log out? I'm going to try and start it up again.
Sure.
I do apologise.
It's not your fault, Jim. You didn't build Foundry? Or did you? Dun, dun, dun.
All right, just tell us when we can go back in.
Right, I've logged out.
Right, okay. Launch my Foundry.
I do believe that Galen's whimpering and crying in his cell is clearly indicating that we should take the horns of the bloodletters and make a cup of them to drink. Is that not right? Is that not what you hear, my little halfling friend, Dr. Turnip?
It's embarrassing that the elf is cowering. Fine, because Dietrich's apparently didn't know what they were.
Although you'll find out if you're going to cower in a minute.
I am absolutely not going to cower.
It's allowing me to choose any one of you apart from Pete and myself. Oh, wow. Has anybody had this before?
No.
Might need Pete to leave, but then that might break something on the stream. I don't know.
Hold on a second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to restart my PC. It won't break this because I've got this on my iPad, but
Wonderful. I was going to say try turning it off and on again, but then thought it's going to balk the stream.
I apologise, everybody out there in audience land, if there's anybody.
But of course, there is Cat and Griffin. They are with us. And Harley, indeed, everyone is watching.
I'm quite relieved that
I think Dan's trying to ask them to name somebody, but he's muted.
I have muted myself, and that's exactly what I was doing. Great minds. Great minds.
Go with Liebchen.
Let's name the manservant and get
definitely
the viewers to name the manservant.
Heard it here first, beautiful viewers. Name us our manservant, or more to point, Lorenzo's manservant.
Yes.
My suggestion is Liebchen, which is the Reichsspiel version, roughly, of Darling. It's a good Blackadder reference.
I can't see the chat, so I can't see what suggestions come up.
Mortimer Snellick. That's fantastic.
I love it.
Griffin is a strong name.
Mortimer Snellick. Quill Morty or Snelly.
I like Morty. I like Morty. Yeah, Morty.
Hey, Morty.
I will tell you now that my dear friend here, well, actually enemy, Dagger Ogwald, he also would approve of Morty. He rolls right off the lips of a dead, petrified balls of eyes.
As long as you don't go with like Corny von Nurgle or something.
Corny von Nurgle. It's a very unfortunate surname.
It really would be.
It's pronounced Nergile.
Nergile.
Victor Diath.
That sounds very awfully close to Victor D'Ars.
Somebody once had a character called Elfiata. He was a noble called Mr. Elfiata.
Nergile. That's funny. Scottish with a Scottish accent. Nergile. That'd be fantastic.
He's actually from the island of Albion.
Oh, of course. That makes sense. Did we ever face bloodletters in the first campaign? I don't think we did.
We might be about to find out why.
I think we fought multiple types of demons.
Yeah.
Bloodletters are angry.
I don't think any cool ones came up.
Everybody, I'm back in.
Go.
Hey. Go.
Sorry.
There you are. All of you out there are new to GMing. There is another tip for you. When it all goes pear-shaped online, turn it off and turn it back on again.
I thought he was going to say, get your players to pad.
That too. I feel like we need like a little spin-off with Jim's top tips to GMing.
I'd watch that.
I think there's some legs in that, definitely.
Yeah.
All right.
Impale. Crikey, who's impaling people?
Nobody at the moment.
Not yet.
Okay.
Everyone's putting
so, Erwin, like you said, you rolled a 60. I can see that now. Kind of feel a little bit special.
I have to load my character.
Okay. You load your crossbow bolt up. You do it quite swiftly. You could probably get a shot off.
All right, then. Let's give this a go and try not to embarrass myself.
Wow.
You embarrassed
yourself.
yourself.
I tried.
Fortune point?
I think I might need them in a minute for something else.
A second. Okay, wow. Okay. Ah.
So, look, Jim, we do miss sometimes.
Yeah. I was doing something I don't normally do and read all about the monster. Right.
Realise that you've
That's where
probably
Jim's
thrown
just gone,
something
well,
a bit.
they're all dead.
I was going to say, thrown something a little bit difficult at them.
So have you fired your?
Yeah, he
I
missed.
did it. I missed.
Oh, there it is. There. Okay. You fire it. It pings off.
It's dark
Okay.
after all.
At that point, these two creatures come charging towards you and move very, very, very swiftly. Okay, so they're running towards you.
Whom are they running towards?
I think we're all kind of stood together.
The group
aren't
of
we?
you in the middle.
Well, I'm currently behind Lorenzo.
I was going to say,
at
there's
the
several
door.
people behind.
Yeah.
I'm
at the door.
pretty sure that Dietrich was the furthest forward because he was getting ready to lump them with his hammer.
Yep.
Dietrich.
And then probably Erwin just behind him because Erwin doesn't get on the front line. He's a witch hunter. And then everyone else was putting their pants at the back.
I'm not putting my pants. I just haven't had an
I am.
opportunity to charge full throttle into combat yet.
I would say I peed my pants. I don't think I've actually pooed them yet at this point, but it was a close call.
I don't know, on a 100.
It was rough. I mean, I didn't have any breakfast this morning, so I was
What's
pretty empty,
worse
but-
is both you and Galen both rolled
I know.
100 for your
like-
contest.
How in the world did two 100s come up in the space of like 3 rolls? It's nuts.
So we've had Roger, we've had Lorenzo. You see these creatures moving, and they move. They close roughly about half the distance between the cell and the group of your brothers and their friends in the middle of the room. What would you like to do?
If I charge them, will I reach them this turn?
You'd probably get to the group of your brothers.
Okay, so I will do that. But I assume I need to take a cool test now.
Yes, please, if you would.
Oh, wow. That is not going to be good.
Apparently not a very brave party.
Have you rolled?
No.
It's okay.
Oh, no way. 3 100s in like 5 rolls. That's insane.
Yeah. So Lorenzo.
So he draws his sword.
Yeah,
Takes one look at him and
you get
goes.
it like about halfway out of it. It's scabbard, or and then you sort of look over. You take a step, or try to take a step forward, and you realise that you're almost frozen on the spot as you can see these two horrid creatures break into the light, and you sort of just put your sword back in its holder and take a little step
I'll let the
back.
professionals deal with it.
Yes.
It's fine.
Don't know what
Okay.
medication I'm buying next time.
Yes, my lord Lorenzo, stay back here with us. It's much safer here by the door.
We'll cheer him on.
With me, son. He's not realised everyone's pooing his pants behind him.
Jody!
He's like, with me, sons of Sigma, and I'm going to go charging into him.
Okay. You meet them and make me an attack, please.
Oh, have you got fearless, Dan?
No, I am burning a
bless him.
resolve point to be immune to psychology.
Yes,
Oh,
okay.
nice.
Because I also have lots of resolve. That's what I put all my thingies into. So he is. I've used a point of
You
resolve.
put your thingies into things.
I put my thingies into thingies. I use a point of resolve to make me immune to psychology. So I will go flying into battle.
Okay.
Screaming, for Sigma and all that malarkey. We are charging, so we have advantage. 1. Let's see if I can actually hit something. With me, sons of Sigma!
Wow. Okay. The one who you're hitting attempts to block or parry your blow.
They're really good in combat, so I'm expecting to.
Yeah, that was a good hit though. +5 SL.
Oh no! Can you hear that noise from Jim?
Yeah. So, point 3.
Now I remember this kind of game.
Yeah. All of you putting gems out there. Yeah. Don't bother. Yeah. It's a fruitless life, and your dice rolls happen to be shite. Yeah. Yeah. So yes, this big hard demon rolls an 80. What did I roll? 80. 80. Oh, 84. Yes. Okay. And Dan is throwing something at me now. Damaging weapon. Can you? Okay.
That's why you did 14 damage, I think.
Yes.
Oof,
Yeah.
14 damage.
But it's now 17 because
17 damage. Yeah.
Budletter's ones.
Oof, I say. Right. Okay. So
They're probably pretty tough, right?
how much damage? 17.
17
to its
damage.
right leg.
Ouch.
What does pummel do?
No,
If you hit a head,
I think
if you hit a head,
stuns them, yeah.
Knock him out.
his leg, he's fine.
Go for the face.
Okay. Yes. So back to the top. And the 2 demons move first.
Aha!
Okay.
Would they like
And
to
they
hit me, Jim?
both. Huh?
Would they like to hit me, Jim?
They both would indeed like to
Well,
hit.
then, first, before they
Outnumbering.
do so, but before they do so, they must first pass their willpower test. For I have the protection of Sigmar on me as my blessing right now. So they both must pass an average willpower test to hit me. If they fail, they can't hit me.
Average
Or
is
Sigmar
plus 10,
plus
plus
20.
20.
I'm expecting them to pass, but just in case.
Yes. They could roll 100. I mean, we've been doing it all night long, so
They both can hit me.
Okay. Right. Okay. Shall we be flavoursome, or shall we?
be flavorsome.
I feel like I'm about to get killed.
Don't forget you were on 2 advantage
I am
now.
on 2 advantage. Yep.
But they outnumber him 2-1.
Yeah, but we can hope. And just believe in your ability to dodge.
No, dodging is not. Melee defense is my.
Okay. The first one misses.
Well,
No,
I
Dan
have
still
to
has to
roll, don't
oppose
I?
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, combat.
If Dan fails by worse, it hits him.
I don't think he's going to fail by worse than that.
I did not. And I
So you gained another advantage.
another advantage.
Yes. Okay. Don't stop.
Uses his hammer to block the first blow.
And we're capping advantage at 3.
5. I thought it was 5 last time.
Well, I thought we changed it down to 3.
I
after.
think we changed it down to 3, didn't we? Maybe.
Yeah. So they both
they're
miss.
He's
Demons
good.
of chaos.
Giacomo's back there clapping with his shackled hand. Oh, yes,
Anybody
Father,
got-
you go.
Anybody got the core rule book for Tiddlywinks back there? If you could send me a PDF first of it, yeah. I'd like to read it and run Tiddlywinks, yeah. Yeah, because at least they didn't roll in frigging dice, yeah. Or pretend dice as well. Pretend dice that hate me more. Okay, so yeah, Galen.
Got past
Oh,
that test.
blimey. I shall try and recover my wits. I think that's my first thing. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll we.
Yeah, great roll, Stu.
Thank you. You mean it actually worked? It was a success.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to use something that's possibly even more lethal than the demons.
Magic.
Yes. Yes.
This is where he explodes and turns into a greater demon of corn.
I tell you what. Instead of you rolling, why don't you let me roll for you, Stu?
Then we would get a greater demon of corn.
Woo! I tell you what, go on then. If there's a
No,
problem,
I'm only joking.
No,
I'm
no.
only joking.
you can do it. Right,
You'd
let's
get the one where you start get D10 bleeding conditions and just start spewing blood from everywhere.
Oh, we've missed.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Not a miscast.
You
though, is
notice a magical dart fly past your head, Dieter.
it? Shoots a look over his shoulder, and he's like fending off with his hammer at the moment.
Say again.
I just shot a look over my shoulder at Galen as I'm fending off with my hammer.
Fending off. Yeah, he's not fending anything. I think you smoke whack-a-mole, isn't it? Right. Okay. So, Erwin. No, sorry, Jacquemot.
Giacomo will try to get his shit together as well. He will fail with a 99 this time instead of
It's
100.
improving. It's improving.
Yeah.
98
Dan,
next time.
Lorenzo, Dan, Jacquemot, Aaron. You could come and hang in my club anytime. Yeah, you're 99 and 100.
I'm like,
Wear brown
more at home
pantaloons
than
and
my
you'll be
place, yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
I think I'm 5 out of 7 rolls over 90 tonight.
Bad.
Yeah.
Bad when that happens.
Anyway,
unfortunately, I'm not the combat guy anyway.
yeah, you're moving back towards Lorenzo. He seems to know what he's doing.
No, he's already behind Lorenzo. So what he does is he takes Dick Turkey and he rolls Dick Turkey in front of him like a meat shield. He's like, Dick, this is your time to shine. You will catch any of the horrors before it gets to me, and you will be redeemed. This is what the dagger has told me.
Without going into too much detail, we were looking after a house once, and they'd got chickens. So I went down to feed the chickens, and there was a shed that we walked past. And on the way back, I could hear scratching. And there was me and my son, who was about 10 or 11 at the time, Christian. And we had this scratching at the shed. So I thought, oh, rats. There's going to be rats in there. Anyway, out from the shed jumps Emma, who's followed us down to the chicken run and hidden in the shed. Well, me being a sizable male, always looked after myself and whatever, jumped back squealing and lifted Christian in front of me like a meat shield. Yeah. But yeah, I'm happy to say that I was prepared to use my own child to save my life. Anyway. Yes. So yes, you're using.
No, Jim, you dress it up. You picked up your son to protect him from the incoming attack.
I was dancing a jig at the time as well. I was that scared. So yes. Yes, you've put Dick Turkey between you and the demons. Erwin, my dear friend.
Well, can't leave my brother on his own in there. Silver Sword's coming out, and let's see if I can charge one of the demons, the one that he hit.
Excellent.
Because that one looks like it's reeling a bit, so I'm going to try and shank it in the back like a hero.
Like any good witch hunter.
Oh. I'm going to use a fortune. Oh, actually, no, I'll see how Jim does first.
See how Jim does first.
Oh, yeah, let's see how Jim does. Yeah, we'll see.
I'm not going to push my luck. I will take that. It's actually 8 damage because I get +1 damage when I charge.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, you've wounded it. Its skin is harder than you thought it would be.
Sigma, take you foul beast.
Yeah. Lorenzo.
Regain your cool.
can I do the same thing as spending a point of resolve, or is that?
Yeah.
So
okay,
you
Of course
so
you can,
you can.
absolutely, yeah.
I'm going to do that because I can't leave these two by themselves. They'd lose without me. So I'll spend a point of resolve, and I will
become immune to psychology.
charge.
Okay, you'll get to where they are just at the start of the day. So you'll basically reach where they are if you sort of go, you sort of charge it across. So you won't be able to attack this turn, but you will be able to next turn. Back to the top then.
Back to the bottom. Dietrich gets to hit first.
Oh, we forgot about Dietrich. He'll be all right. It's a slow weapon. You get to use it once every 5 turns.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Right,
Did I not tell you house rules?
No.
Okay. Yeah, it takes 4 turns to lift it back up from out of the skull that you've just destroyed in one creature.
Okay. You got a chance.
You got a chance, Jim. I might have to fortune that, depending on what you roll.
Oof.
All you got to do is be positive.
He's going to attempt to block that with his horns.
I'm already ready to expend the fortune. Okay. Here we go. Expending a fortune point. There we go. That's much better, isn't it? So it goes down by 1. So that's 16 points of damage to his right arm. I'm really hammering that arm, aren't I? Just bring the hammer around.
Would you like to give me a more descriptive version of your hammer blow? As it hits his arm, and it looks like it's going to travel to the other side of his body.
Yeah. So as the hammer smashes in, you can see like if demons have bones, they break inwards and like almost the hammer almost drives those bones into his body, and then just hammers him across the floor, and he kind of just splatters across the floor, and then starts to disappear. Is death blow still a thing? Do I get to hit the next one as well?
Well, I wouldn't say it's died; it's disappeared, isn't it? Really? So, yeah, go
continuing.
Yeah, go on.
And this one's going to the head as well.
Oh, actually, you get a plus 20 to that because we now outnumber it 2-1.
Oh, so plus 20. So that's another 2 success. So that's 6 success.
Oh,
levels.
unless Dan's there, then it's 3-1.
I'm there as well. Yeah.
No. Dan's a little bit further off. He said he's gonna make it next turn. So it's actually plus 6 SL at the moment.
Okay.
No, I thought I was there, but I couldn't attack.
Yeah, that's true.
You're one distance away.
Yeah, but yeah,
because you didn't move forward earlier, did you? Because you got stuck by the door because you pooed your pants.
Fair enough.
So it's actually
going to sting.
15 plus 4,
so for
19 damage.
The people back in Viewerland, yeah, I've made one attack roll or weapon roll that has been less than 88, and that was a 47, in which the priest of Sigmar, used his fortune point to re-roll and smash the utter poo out of my rather nice looking demon of corn. Yeah.
Jim, can you give me a endurance test, please?
Oh, Jim, give me an endurance test. Yeah, okay.
I will give you a strength test.
My bloodletter doesn't seem to have any skills. Endurance.
Then it's just plain toughness.
Can demons be stunned? Yeah, probably.
What is this for?
It's just see if you get stunned. It's pummel. You got hit in the head by a giant hammer.
Okay. Oh, poo!
What?
Poo upon poo upon poo. I've just remembered something.
What's that?
Okay. So.
I hope it's not how to roll, or we might be in problems.
Yeah.
No.
You need to continue to be very bad at rolling.
It is demonic.
You get a ward save, don't you? Of some kind.
Yeah, you roll a dice, and if you get your demon number, you chin off the damage or something weird like that.
Doesn't take any damage,
all its attacks are magical. And then roll a 1d10 after each blow is received. If the creature rolls the target number or higher, the blow is ignored. Okay. So he is demonic 8+.
All right, so roll it for that one.
8, 9, 10, yeah.
No.
Nope. It's a good try, though.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do I need to do?
You need to roll an
Endurance, yeah?
endurance, which is toughness if you don't have endurance. as a
Yeah.
skill.
Okay. Yeah. We'll roll a toughness. Yeah.
You are stunned.
Okay.
That's good. It makes it easier to hit.
Okay.
What happens when he's stunned?
Do I miss my next turn?
What does stunned do? What does stunned do? Let's look up stunned because I actually wasn't prepared to do that. Stunned. Apparently, the rulebook does not have the word stunned. Oh, there we go. Stunned. Stunned condition. Where is the actual stunned condition in this book?
You are incapable of taking an action on your turn, but are capable of half your normal movement. You can defend yourself in a posed test, but
And
not
attack, but
damage. And you
can't
suffer
attack, but can
-10 to all
defend.
tests. Yeah.
Say again, sorry.
So you're
Can't attack.
incapable of taking an action on your turn, but you can do half movement. You can defend yourself, but you
Okay.
get a -10 penalty on all defenses.
Excellent.
And anyone else gains +1 advantage if you're not already at 3, I guess. And at the end of each round, you can attempt an endurance test challenging to remove the stunned condition.
Okay. Well, it's his round, so it's his go. He can't do anything.
I'm going to try to break the stunned condition.
Yeah,
Yes.
it can roll that.
Absolutely. I mean, we all have faith in. Said Demon. Yeah.
Do, Jim.
No, he doesn't break it. No. Okay. Galen.
Right.
Can I declare my fast thing?
Oh, of course
yeah.
you can. Sorry, I do apologise. Captain
to-
Foil.
Card.
Yes. So I will try and attack with a foil.
Get 1 advantage for charging and an additional advantage.
I do
to use stubborn.
apologise, Dan. How much damage did you do last time? I missed it.
It was 19.
19. Only 19. Okay. Want to do a few more? No. Right. Yes.
Basically got 2 advantage, Dan. You hit him.
You're making me miss Hagen.
Well, I think that's the only way to come at it.
I would very much like to re-roll that.
Have you got a 14 point?
I do.
Yeah.
Just
I
out of
would.
curiosity. Oh yeah, that fumble could be vicious otherwise.
Yeah.
But have you?
Oh, so you
It's done it again, I think. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I'm going to try that again because that would have been absolutely awful. Advantage 2, foil.
all you have to do is right click on your roll and use fortune point to re-roll, and it will do it.
Roll.
Better.
It can still defend though.
We're back in the room.
Can defend, and he also can do his ward save as well.
True.
Okay.
Does get -10 to defend though.
Have you stumbled, Dan? Is that right?
No,
I've
that's
spent
what would have happened.
That's what would have happened. I have spent a fate point?
Fortune.
Fortune, yeah, I've knocked it down.
Yeah.
So it's a resolve and a fortune point in the same combat. Brilliant.
Okay.
Though it's worth noting that we also outnumber him, so you actually get +20 to that.
Okay. So you missed,
Okay.
yeah?
No, I hit.
No, hit. You got +1. Well, I mean, you depends on how you do.
I think I've missed the roll somewhere.
It's just above where the undamaging one is, so you just need to roll a melee thing for it at -10.
Is that including my +20 for outnumbering it?
+20.
So I need to roll a melee. So yeah,
okay.
for some reason I've completely missed your turn there. Right. So where are we? Pre-wedding bloodlet of corn. Weapon. There we go.
And that's another -1 on that as well.
Okay.
Okay, so it's 10 damage, but it gets double armor against it.
Oh, no, it's not 10 damage because Dan also didn't have the outnumbering on it. So it's +2 to Dan, so 9 plus
So
another
12.
2. So it's 11 damage.
Oh,
11 damage, but I get double armor.
double armor.
Oh, hold on. Isn't it a critical? What did I get?
No, it's not
You get
critical.
79.
Oh!
And he got his
damage.
number. He got his word number.
Save.
Do you know how much damage it took there, Dan? Do you know how much damage it took? One point of damage, and it didn't take it. Yeah, he could have got the 9 against Dan over there with his big, slow hammer. Yeah. Old slow hammer.
Fine,
over
I
there.
distracted it.
Yeah. Okay.
Quick question: does their ward work against magical attacks?
Say again?
Does their ward save work against magical attacks?
No. Well, after and if it is critical, should the creature? No, it doesn't say.
Okay.
All its attacks are magical. You see, I used to think that demons had to be wounded by magical or silvered weapons, but that's not the case. So.
Luckily, my sword is silvered.
Yes.
So, shall I give him another dart?
Yes, go for it, Galen. Oh, it's his go. So he will attempt to break.
The demon went first
No.
and missed its turn because it was stunned.
Yes. So we've done.
So yeah, it's Galen's turn.
Yeah, because I jumped to the top of
Yeah,
the
you
initiative.
jumped
No,
the
it is
kid,
the
didn't you?
demon's turn.
Yeah.
The demon hasn't had his turn.
Hasn't it? Oh, okay.
No, because Dan jumped in, didn't he?
Dan jumped in pretty fast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
There's
So
no rolls in there at the moment.
Galen.
That's the demon's turn. It's your turn, Jim. You get to try
Galen.
and break.
Yes. Woohoo! So I've fired another magical dart. This time it
excellent.
doesn't
Okay.
do much, but
So it gets its demon save thing.
Oh.
But his toughness and armor probably take that down.
Yeah, you always take a minimum of 1 though.
1, yep.
Number 2, Giacomo.
Giacomo with his dear halfling companion in front of him. He goes, Dirk Turkey, we must overcome our fears and we must charge into the battle. And he succeeds by 1, gets a 53 under 54. And then you hear Giacomo.
Dick is pulling the other way.
Yeah, but he's in front of me now, and I've got him in my arms, so his little feet are kicking.
If you want to go, you're gonna have to pull Dick, basically.
Oh yeah, I just got Dick Turkey because I'm pretty strong. I've got him under my arm, and I'm charging him with like a football, American football, that is.
So, okay, you pick Dick up and put him underneath your arm, and you run across the room with Dick underneath your arm,
yelling, "I am coming, brothers von Gessel! I will stop this beast! Do not fear, Dagrog is with me!"
Okay, you again will reach the group and the fight next time. You're nearly there. Erwin.
Right, okay. Let's see if I'm gonna try and hack at it with my sword.
Excellent.
Clicked it, but I don't think my rolls appeared yet.
Oh
there
my
it is.
goodness me.
116.
It's because of the outnumbering and the
Yes.
advantage.
Being far better at rolling dice than myself. Yeah. It'll attempt to block. 86.
Oh,
86.
it does get its-
Let me tell you. Yeah.
It does get its
80.
demonic save though.
6.
That's true.
Thank you, Roger. Thank you. Yeah, no, it didn't hit that neither. So how much damage did you do there? Yeah.
19.
19. Okay. Yeah. So would you like to tell me all about your blow?
So after, my brother absolutely smashed the other one into the ground by lumping it through its right arm. So to himself, that's a good plan. Chop through its right arm. It's clearly its weak spot. And gets his silver sword in a two-handed grip and just swings with all his strength. And goes straight through the sword, through its arm, through its body, through its other arm, and then it just disappears in a puff of red mist.
Blood splatters a little bit, and then it just almost Avengers style turns into dust and just drifts off. And
Giacomo gets up there panting. He's like, did you see that? As soon as I approached, it disappeared. They don't truly fear us, my dear friend.
Everything is still.
Today we have done Sigmar's justice.
That's the point. What was the guy that was with us doing while this was all going on?
He is basically where Lorenzo was literally about 2 minutes ago. And he's basically peering round the door that he shut almost 2. Okay. And he looks scared, very scared.
So I recognised the demons as bloodletters, didn't I? Of Khorne.
Indeed. First time you've met them, but yes, you've read about these things.
That type of demon we encountered certainly rings true from what we know of Gunter von Gaud. He was believed to be part of a Khornate sect.
My lord Witch Hunter, I have a question. Why is it that they did not charge until after we attacked them?
That is something I do not know. I expected a follower of that particular ruinous power to have been more bloodthirsty.
I don't know. Perhaps it's the Sea Witch. She told me sometimes about the trapping demons and things of that nature. Galen, could they have been, say, perhaps imprisoned within that cell, awaiting something? Is there some magical ability to do such a thing?
Maybe they were given certain instructions by the person who summoned them in that circle in the other cell. It's possible. Maybe they said you guard here or stay here until certain things happen, or maybe there was a phrase that activated them. But I think you shooting your crossbow at them probably was the thing that activated them.
Yeah, Galen, perhaps I like you thinking that perhaps they were brought here for a purpose.
Yeah.
They might have been here to guard something.
Or maybe kill something.
Yeah. They might have had a very specific set of instructions.
A very specific set of skills.
A very specific set of skills,
indeed. More concerning if you are right. There is a circle of Khorne.
Mine are not fighting. That's a fact.
Okay. Everybody sort of comes back round to normality, and you can hear this sound that is almost as horrible as a demon, and it is in fact Dick weeping. Yeah.
It's okay, my dear friend Turkey. You did so well. You were almost at the opportunity to be a halfling flail against the bloodletter. We would have spun around and your legs would have crashed into them. It would have been an epic opportunity.
And he's just sobbing and weeping.
Well, the fates were very kind to you, weren't they? I mean, you haven't lost your life. We're all still alive. I'm just going to find a privy to go and clean myself up. I'll see you in 5 minutes.
I'm going to go see if I can recover my crossbow bolt that I fired that missed.
Giacomo was going to drag Dick over to the cell that the bloodletters were in to see if there's anything in there, like any circles or anything else that might have been binding them in place for a reason.
Yeah, he's sobbing and crying. And, yeah.
I feel a little sorry for him.
He's almost scared to death, but he's scared to cry. Yeah. He's that scared. He's just crying all the time, almost in shock. No, there's nothing in the cell. It seems empty.
But we are right to assume that if there is a circle of Khorne that summon demons, and there is a circle of Slaanesh And there must be demons of Slanesh here also.
Perhaps. Depends if how long ago the ritual was completed and how long they can maintain their presence. From what I read, demons cannot maintain an indefinite presence in our world.
It is rather unusual to see symbols so close together as well, of different factions.
Yes, those particular two just detest each other, from what I read. So what this is highly unusual. Would we have any idea how to basically purify the area besides just burning everything?
But burn or wash it down, or
I shall bless it. I'm going to pray and try and bless it.
I'm going to tell the guy that was with us to basically go get people to bring us water. So go get us water so my brother can bless it so we can use it to purify this filth.
They do this, and they bring in the mops as well, and they mop it for you and sort of clean the room, and all the blood comes off the walls. And
was there anything? Is there any kind of traces on the ground as to while he's getting the water?
There's a couple of sticks of incense that's like sort of half burnt down, and some burnt down candles.
But if this place hasn't been used in a while, I'm assuming it's quite dusty.
This isn't dusty here at all.
What, the entire dungeon?
No, this cell.
Okay. Are there footprints? I'm trying to see if we can figure out where the person came from.
Yeah, it basically came in through the door. That there seems to be a path from the door that you came in over to this cell, and there seems to have been more than probably what you have here now. Maybe 10 plus people. You know, there seems to be lots of footprints, and
I shall return from the privy with less brown matter on my robe.
So you think then perhaps a whole cell, a cult, a coven is responsible for this?
From what I understand, from the evidence we can see, it does not appear that Gurta von Gaud is alone.
And I suggest we must tread more carefully than otherwise, because we won't know who these people are, and if there's multiples, then.
But I think one of the most important things we know now is that they're already within the castle. We do not have to worry about how they are getting in, because they came through the same door we did, so they are already here.
That is correct.
As I predicted.
Well, indeed, Father, of course, you're always right, and your big hammer, very dangerous. I would never gainsay anything you would have to say.
We must see this area locked and guarded.
Had we not come down here to investigate, we would not have found the demons lying in wait.
This is true, too.
Perhaps they were lying in wait for us.
I find that unlikely.
And he shoots a look at the young boy who guided him down here and unlocked the door. Who else has access to this room?
Not many people, sir.
You bear the keys. Who else?
Yeah, I currently carry Osgul's key. There's Osgul, and obviously all family members of keys of their own, and then it's just the higher members of staff,
like the seneschal.
Did Gurta von Gaud didn't used to live here, did he? This is
no.
All right, I was just checking, because obviously he was a noble, but disgraced.
I think they've infiltrated the staff, haven't they? In the castle.
Brother, either of you. Well, who asked us to travel here first? Or was it just a guess that we should come down here first?
Well, that was my suggestion, to come down to the dungeons.
No one suggested to you that this would be a good place to start?
No. I was looking for any potential ways in for them. However, they are already here.
Data, there's this voice in the back of your head, and normally just such a loyal brother, and you know Sigmar and your family come first, but
I would have to be very good at summoning demons to do it from the pub we were in before.
I mean, DJ doesn't know that.
Could it be Erwin? No, of course it couldn't. He's your brother. He's a witch finder.
So yeah, we're very confident that they literally have come
You
into
have
the
a white
cells.
Sigma and a red corn on your shoulder who whispering to you. And red corn is going, fuck him up. Fuck him up. But no. Yes.
Boy, see this room locked and guards posted outside the doors, both looking inwards and outwards. No one's to come in or out of this room.
I'll ask the captain to send some guards down here.
4. 2 to look in either direction.
Okay.
My friend, though, having heard, I am not saying that I've spent a lot of time, say, robbing in tombs and things like that, but you know what I have often found, or what Dagger has often told me, is there's sometimes secret ways of traveling through these old manor houses, and perhaps there might be other ways into the dungeon down here that we are not aware of. Maybe have you heard of such things, my young friend?
No.
Jackie Mo.
No.
Put
There
those
may
skills
be
to use.
I know a lot of that. I mean, this dungeon down here was a larger area, but a lot of it was filled in and bricked off, and a lot of the old ways and tunnels and things are long gone.
It would, however, be worth a quick look around before we return, just in case there are any other tracks lying around here.
Okay.
Perhaps you could scry. Is that how it works?
I do have to. I have to touch something, that belong to somebody or has perhaps impressions. I mean, other than these symbols within the cell, I don't know what else I would be able to touch. And to be honest, I think perhaps touching a symbol of Slanesh may not be in my best interest. Well,
it's been washed. It's all been washed off the wall now, anyway.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Father. They already took it away.
Can you not just put your hand on the wall?
I would not wish to touch where that had been.
If I wish to touch a wall, yeah, perhaps. I mean, if somebody did something particularly interesting against this wall at some point, perhaps. But
what about the door?
It's possible, but I mean, generally speaking, somebody has to have some sort of connection with it, or something, particularly horrific happened on the door or with the door. So I mean, I could scry the door and exhaust myself and see everybody, perhaps, or images of everybody who's come through the door, but I don't know that it would help us at all. But I do it if you wish, my lords.
And at that point, we shall leave it there. So everybody in Homeland, in Audienceville, thank you very much for watching. We very much appreciate it. Thank you, Pete, for producing. Thank you, players, for playing. That's really kind, Dan. Yeah, that's kind words. We need you. Yeah, thank you for joining us. Do we have anything going on this week?
I don't think there's anything until next week when we're back for more of this, perhaps. But
yes. So we look forward to seeing you next Wednesday, and for more shenanigans. Maybe the group are going to find out who summoned this, if they in fact did. Perhaps the demons fell out the sky and ended up in this room, but who knows? Yeah, will the group find out who it is, or what's doing this, or the reasons behind it, as they have locked themselves in the dungeon downstairs and are refusing to let anybody leave until someone admits, summoning the demons. Okay, but yeah, thank you for joining us, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. Yeah, and we shall see you next week.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.